Hey everybody, it's John Thomas. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video today. So my story starts today with going to the bank and wanting to use my fob to begin the process of transferring my money, and discovered that my fob had expired. I had no idea that that was a thing, but it's a thing. The bank was trying to help me, but then told me I needed to go all the way to Beijing to be able to swap out my expired fob, which I didn't want to do. That's quite far actually, just to go swap that out. I called one of my friends who speaks Mandarin, and they helped me convince the bank to swap out my expired fob here in Tianjin, which saved me a tremendous amount of time. But it also was a frustrating experience that took over an hour. So that's what sparked this video, and wanting to share, just if you're thinking about coming to China, what it's like to actually transfer money home. So let's get into it. Moving to China, I was prepared for a lot of challenges. When you think of the challenges, you immediately think of language is gonna be a huge opportunity. Potentially, how do you get around, transportation, am I gonna find a great place to live, all of those things. But nothing could have prepared me for the difficulty that it is to visit the bank, and even more difficult if you need to transfer money back home. So today I'm gonna share a little bit about what my experience has been like, both living in Beijing and Tianjin, around going to the bank and transferring money. The experience has been quite consistent between both cities, though I do not know if it's the same process across all of China. I will share with you the process that I have to go through every time I transfer money out of China. Now, if you live in China and you're Chinese, this video may not apply to you, but it could be really interesting to kind of hear what the experience is like for foreigners who have to actually transfer money out of the country. I do want to share some of the positive things that I've experienced banking here in China. The first of which is the fact that you have a 6-digit PIN. In the US, I was so used to a 4-digit PIN, so having that 6-digit PIN number I think was really cool just from a security standpoint. The second thing that I was not used to in the US that we use here in China is a fob, and let me show you what that looks like. So this is a fob, and what you do with that is it really helps protect you in your transactions. So if you're making a transaction at a bank or even on your home computer, you need to use the USB port on that fob to make sure that you are inputting your PIN number and okaying that transaction. So it really adds another layer of protection onto your transactions. The third thing that I think is really cool is that I never have to go into a bank, quite honestly, unless I need to transfer money home, because everything mobile here is so advanced. Mobile payments are huge with Alipay and WeChat. Even your bank has mobile capability, and there's several other companies that offer mobile payment options as well. So that is another huge thing, that you never have to really worry about carrying your wallet with you here in China, but you do have to worry about carrying your phone. So before I get into the rest of the video, as I'm standing in the middle of the street before the cars and bus come, please, if you have not done so already, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here. I also want to give a huge shout out to Frank. Frank watches the videos, and I actually met him here in Tianjin. That was super awesome. So, oh my God, a bus. So shout out to Frank, so nice to meet you, and thank you guys for taking a moment to subscribe to the channel. Right down there, red button. Thanks. I think what was most interesting for me as I moved to China and was experiencing the whole banking situation was the cultural difference there is around money. I feel like in the US, money may be more private, protected. Not a lot of people are looking at your accounts. People whisper and are quite quiet around how much you're looking to transfer, all that kind of stuff. Moving to China, that felt completely different. When you turn over your documents, everybody's looking at them, everybody's photocopying them, everybody's asking you out loud how much you want to transfer. Everybody's analyzing every little bit of every document that you have every single time. So it took me a couple of times to get used to the fact that there's a lot of people that are gonna just be looking at all of your information, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. But it did initially take a tremendous amount of time to get over that. Let's just wait for these cars to go past. All right. So when you're doing banking in China as a foreigner, there are a couple of things that you need to prepare yourself and prepare your documents before you go. The first that you're gonna need is obviously your passport. So you need to be able to have your passport with you. You also should bring your bank card with you. The third thing you need is your employment contract. They're gonna need to make sure that you are a verified employee. You also need your work permit card, and then you also need your chopped pay stubs. So just want to pop in here and clarify what a chopped pay stub is. So you have to get a red chop, like a red stamp on each one of your pay stubs in order to validate the legitimacy, the originality of the document. And then you also need tax forms. So you need to go to the tax office to get your documents to then bring with you so that you can prove that you've paid the taxes on all of the money that you are trying to transfer out. Oh, that's a lot. Once you've prepared all of your documents and you are at the teller and shared how much you're looking to transfer, make sure you have something to do. Bring your phone, bring work, bring your laptop, because you are gonna be there for a long time. The shortest amount of time I've waited when transferring money was 30 minutes. The longest time I've waited has been upwards of 2 hours to go through the process. Each one is totally different depending on the person's capabilities and knowledge level, as well as, you know, who the manager is on duty and who's doing all the approvals. So I think it just depends on that. So once the whole process is done, you then have your money converted, whether that's into British pounds or US dollars or euro, whatever currency you're hoping to convert to so you can transfer it home. And then you can actually go online onto your bank account and transfer it into your bank. It totally varies how quickly you get the money into your home country account. I've had it different time frames in different banks, different times of day gives it a different time where it lands in the other account. I've had it go as quickly as 4 hours. I've had it take as long as 7 days. This is not a process that you're gonna be able to do in a hurry. This is something you really need to plan out to ensure that you have the money in the account when you need it. I would do at least 2 weeks in advance. Transferring money can be one of the most stressful things you're gonna do in China. And if that is the most stressful thing, then so be it. But it is, I was looking for videos around YouTube and could not find any about transferring money home. Now, maybe I didn't look as deep as I probably could have in the rabbit hole that is YouTube, but I thought that I would share just some of my experiences around transferring money. I know this video wasn't for everyone. It's more educational. I'm not even an educational channel, but it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.